In today's video, we build walls. A lot of them. Welcome back, everybody. Here you can see me prepping the deck for our new walls that we're going to build here in a minute with our flush cut router bit. So enjoy the video.
Ollie? It's gonna rain! It's raining sideways!
I forget, this one's staying, right?
No,
This one's coming?
this one's and we're going to run this.
Underneath. So we need... What?
It's going to go about an inch and a half. It's going to be right on this wall.
I still think a really cool thesis project would have been like 2x4, 4x8 construction, and like designing and building something to
Getting
like,
it to completely course out everywhere with no waste.
yeah, with all building materials.
What am I grabbing?
Spinny router bits? Nail gun?
Yeah, that thing is loud, so.
Morning. Buenos dias.
We gotta figure out where we want the window.
In the bathroom? Should we not start?
So I have this wall here. This is where it's from. So
So then is it just...
somewhere in between. Because I think it's 9'4" out to out.
Yeah, I think we should look at the relationship between this window. Do you have this window marked?
But we also have to figure that one out here very shortly too. So.
Yeah, so this, where's this wall? Is it my shower, shelf? Okay. And then how wide's the shower? Yeah.
Hold that there. typically when you're building a house or framing out your walls and windows, you wouldn't be doing what we're doing here, but essentially we made some changes to the floor plan, adding a French door, and so we're just trying to figure out where we want our new windows to land and where it makes sense with the windows in the bathroom, etc. So again, I think we did this before where we're kind of custom building this as we go, and we made custom changes as we go, which are pretty atypical for a typical process. Atypical for typical, but yeah. So we're just making our final layout here so we can get our windows framed and move on to the next wall.
Just need a button right here.
Throughout this process, essentially Mackenzie just made all the cuts. I did the initial stud layout, so I'd give her, hey, we need 7 full studs, a few jack studs, etc., and then I would nail them all together. So it allowed us to move a little bit quicker through the overall process instead of one person doing everything, cutting and nailing and measuring and trying to lay everything out. So it allowed us to move through this, and as you've heard us talk, we're definitely having a thunderstorm on our way, so we're trying to build as fast as we can. Do we want to wait to put this one in so it's not like in the water lines?
Probably.
I think it's just going to kind of suck.
Like when we're tilting it up. Yeah, that's fine. The compressor knew. We needed to talk to each other. That was weird.
Okay, I'll shut off. Okay, are we ready?
Where do you want me?
I think right there.
Watch your feet.
I know. I know I should stay.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, we're good. Okay. You got it for a second?
No, for a second. Little twisted tack.
It's not that hard. All right.
Drill.
So as we brace this new wall, you can tell we struggled a little bit with this first section here. Essentially where the water lines come up for the one side of the shower, it was right in the middle of our stud layout, so what we didn't want to do is have to fight with that while we were putting the wall over, but then we ended up not putting that stud in, so we built the wall without the base plate first, and it made it way more challenging for us just because we're not really used to building our walls that way. And so we zigged and zagged at the same time, and we didn't achieve anything extra because we still have to go around these water pipes, and we made building the wall a little bit more difficult for ourselves. So yeah, we changed our approach and moved back to how we built the walls previously, where we end nail through the base plate and through the top plate, and then stand the wall up instead of just doing the top plate and then toe nailing in the bottom. Either way is correct. It's not a better or wrong way of those two. It's just whatever you're more comfortable with, and we're definitely faster at doing this. So another one of the interesting challenges is now that we have all the plumbing, we're kind of dancing around all of the water lines, and they are all pressurized, so we get really close a couple times to bumping them, and yeah, fun little challenge on top of trying to build everything. So we put some braces around them to try and block that in the future. Yeah, I think the answer is we never, ever, 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 ever do that. That sucks. See, eventually Jack gets tired of barking.
Yeah.
Because like it's to no avail, like nothing's gonna happen. Alright, help me slide it down so I can get this in. We're just gonna rotate it now. We're gonna have to kind of just bring it towards me a little bit. We're gonna have to do something with this. I don't quite know yet, but maybe we just don't nail that top one or something. The little plastic thing shot off and hit me in the face.
I knew it happened.
Oh, yeah, damn. Alright, just grab that in. We're gonna have to pretty much stand it up. Yeah. Okay. Slide it. Okay. Gently back down. Okay. We'll just stand it up first, get it lined up, and then we'll just go straight up. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Nope.
Like a glove.
Like a glove!
Okay, just hold for a second.
Okay.
This is barely on the damn house. bound up. So when we put this one in, we just have to. What do you think?
Amazing.
All right, let me nail the top of that. My dad did it one time. We were nailing like old pieces of wood together,
Yeah.
and it hit a knot, and it just like, he had his thumb like here, and it turned out and hit his thumb. It didn't like, no blood, nothing. It just like bruised out of it, you know? Miss Bob the Builder, whatever her name is.
Roberta?
Bonnie the Builder.
Was there a lady?
Yeah, it's like his wife.
Oh.
Okay. And we're back.
Where'd my wood go?
Over here.
Here, maybe we use those baby ones or something.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna use a couple of those to make this brace.
Well, almost did it.
What? Get the water line? Yeah, we're playing a dangerous game this week.
Bob the Builder.
Okay.
Ready, Reed?
I'm gonna slide it. Okay, just gonna go up and over.
Yeah.
Ready? 2, 3. Okay. Well, that's what I did. Okay, hold it on this and pull it till it's level. Other direction, hopefully it's pretty level that way.
What other direction do we
And this one. Oh, this one.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
is that? Half-inch for dip, and then I made the rough opening 6 here. So I got 6.5 from this one. Go ahead, keep going. You good with that? That makes sense?
2.5 again?
5'6" inside of here.
Yep.
I added a half-inch for chip,
Yep.
and then I went 6 inches from there.
Yep.
So that's where this rough opening is.
Okay.
So that'll be over here. Hi, puppy. What do you think? What do you think of your new house? What do you think? So nice. It's your laundry. You're standing in your laundry room. You're looking out the window right now. Good.
Karen Wood.
Again, making custom layout changes as we're framing the house, so not the most efficient way to work, but it's our house, so we can be as fast or as slow as we'd like. But we also want to make sure that the window placement is correct and is going to line up with the trim, and so that's really what we're trying to figure out here is, okay, the trim is 4 inches wide, and you have a little bit of a half-inch hangover for the style of the trim that's in the house, and we have gyp depth that we need to account for. So we just don't want the trim to be cut vertically when it's against a wall if the window's too close. So we want to make sure the window's far enough off the wall where the trim just aligns perfectly. And the same thing for all the door layouts that we are going to do in the rest of the interior, and what we did for the closet as well a couple videos ago. So just taking a little bit of extra time and making sure that all of the trim, and we're not going to shoot ourselves in the foot later where it's just all going to hopefully work out and isn't going to clash with any of the other building materials. Here we're just putting in some final bracing for the last wall we put in. Really just to make sure it's plumb and it's not really going anywhere until we get some of the ceiling joists and everything else tied together. So yeah, really just to make sure it doesn't magically fall over or blow over in the wind that we're getting here. And we just want to say thanks everybody for watching. This is a monumental video for us, being able to frame all of the walls, exterior walls, and be ready for sheeting and ceiling joists and roof and everything else is massive moment for us to get the rest of these walls up, and we'll hope you continue watching. Thank you.